It's a nostalgic one. Freddie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle is dishing on his fallout with Hillary Duff. They haven't spoken in over 2 decades. We have George Clooney, who is very upset that his alleged hookup with Ghislaine Maxwell has been outed in a new book. And Scary Movie is coming back with Anna Faris and Regina Hall, and they promise to offend you. Are you ready for it? Let's dive in. This is No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, serve fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Joy says, can't wait to hear more about Zack's thoughts on the K-Fed book. I did a whole book club on it, so you can tune into that on No Filter All Access up on Supercast. There are 2 bonus episodes that are available for the Zacktivated members. Let's get it, get it, get it. The Britney friends are not happy with me. The Britney fans have their pitchforks ready, and they are out for blood. I was like, oh my God, free Britney. Like, we need to put some of y'all back in the cage. But you can join No Filter All Access, and you can get my full thoughts on book club, which is available for the Zacktivated members on No Filter All Access. So get it, get it, get it, go and get it, get it, get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There's a link in the description below that you can sign up at. And then Sean and David will be back on the show tomorrow for more Spicy Wednesday hot talk, hot conversations. Thursday, we'll have our reality recap. And then Friday, Chef Stu will be back on for another Pop Report Friday. So get ready, Freddie. Oh, what a week it has been thus far. Dun, dun, dun. Robin says, I listened to your Kevin Federline book discussion. Very good. I think I'm going to get the book. Thank you. See, that's what I said. I was like, before reading the book, I didn't think I was going to like any bits of it. And then after reading the book, I'm like, oh my God, I actually think everybody's going to want to read it because of all the tea and all the things in it. There's a lot. The Britney fans are out to get me. And I'm just like, bring it, baby. Bring it. Bring it. Okay. What else? What do we want to dive into first? Scary. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do a little nostalgic throwback. So I don't know if you guys remember the Scary Movie films. Do you remember the coconut tree? Do you guys remember with who was Anna Faris, and Anna Faris was in it and Regina Hall was in them, and they were these like just old school like parodies of scary movies, which was always a good time. So Anna Faris and Regina Hall, they were like the 2 staples that were in all of the different films, and they're returning in June 2026. So next summer, we will be getting Scary Movie 6, which they were so good. They were so just like balls to the wall, kind of offensive, what's up? Yeah. See, you guys remember, super fun. Yeah, everyone remembers. They had like celebrity cameos. Like, it was always a good time. And so they would parody a variety of different horror movies, whether it was Scream or, whatever movies. The Ring was parodied in them. So whatever like horror movies came out that year, they were parodied and poked fun of in this Scary Movie franchise. And so I'm excited for the return of it. Anna Faris is back. Regina Hall has been confirmed to return with her as well. And I'm excited to have the Wayans brothers back. Like, this is the old school, like blue comedy, black comedy that we miss, right? That offensive humor. And they said they don't care if it offends you. And it's actually probably going to offend you. They're going balls to the wall with their humor, which I think is absolutely necessary. Like, we need to get back into this place where we can make fun of each other again. Oh God, Charlie Sheen's in it. So freaking funny. Yeah. What a time. What a time, what a time. I wonder what movies do you guys think they'll actually be parodying in them? I'm trying to think what other trying to think of what I mean, I guess Halloween, but a lot of them have been, like, resurfaced, right? Like, the Jamie Lee Curtis when she redid Halloween, and then we're bringing back the Scream franchise, so probably some of them. I Know What You Did Last Summer, probably that one. Um, let's see. Okay, so the internet is suspecting films like Nope, Herdic, I don't know what that is. Longlegs, is that the spider one? Get Out, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the Scream franchise. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, and Halloween. That was with the Jamie Lee Curtis one. Like those three, I feel like will have to be touched on because they've all made like nostalgic comebacks in the last decade. It's been what? How many years since the last scary movie came out? Okay, so listen, the reported plots. This is what they're thinking. The central plot will reportedly involve Ghostface, who's dressing up as various characters from the horror films and series of recent years, leading the protagonist to try and discover his identity. So it's going to be like a Scooby-Doo. This is at least what's leaked online about Scary Movie 6. I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to be fun. So we have Regina Hall, Anna Faris, Lachlan Monroe, and Marlon Wayans that are confirmed as part of the cast so far. Interesting. Interessante. Marlon Wayans named 7 horror movies that are being spoofed in the franchise. Oh, okay. So it looks like he's actually revealed. Okay, so he said it's gonna. Oh, those are the ones that he's actually revealed. There are just so many great horror films to put from that. We plan on having a field day. So I know I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to be one of them. Makes sense because they just brought that back with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Brandy is supposed to be in the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel that they're coming out with. Scream, naturally, because they had, I wonder if they're going to poke fun at Zegler. Sorry, Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler, because remember, she was like the Snow White and she was like super woke and crazy. And then she was in the new, oh no, Rachel Zegler wasn't in Scream. She was in Snow White. It's all one big horror film. Who was it? Jenna Ortega. That's what I'm thinking of. Jenna Ortega. And who's the other one? Melissa something. They were in the new Scream. I don't know what Heretic is or Longlegs. I remember Get Out. I remember Kanye was like, the Kardashian family is like Get Out. They're, trying to trap me. Longlegs. I don't remember Longlegs either. What was Longlegs? Longlegs. FBI agent Lee Harker is assigned to an unsolved serial killer case that takes an unexpected turn, revealing evidence of the occult. Harker discovers a personal connection to the killer and must stop before he strikes again. Don't remember this one with Nicolas Cage. Don't remember this one or Heretic. What is Nope? Nope. A man and his sister discover something sinister in the skies above of their California horse ranch, while the owner and nearby theme park tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. So it's an alien movie. That one's easy to make fun of. And then Sinners. Oof. Sinners was. Oh, I thought Sinners was the Jessica Biel series, but I guess it was a movie too. I don't know any of these movies, but I'm also not a horror movie type of person. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, two twin brothers just return to the Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover an even greater evil waiting to welcome them back. Interessante. All right. Well, I guess that's what we can look forward to. I'm ready for it. Let's offend me, baby. Let's do it. Longlegs has diabolical energy. Don't watch it at home. I don't like any of those movies. Those are just not my jam. So it's the Wayans brothers. It's going to be funny regardless. I wish they would bring back White Chicks. Remember White Chicks? That was funny. I would love for a White Chicks reboot. Now we have a scary movie reboot. I feel like we could do a White Chicks too, like where they come back in action. That would be fun to watch. Okay, let's take a quick ad break and then we'll get into the Frankie Muniz, more nostalgic old school drama, and then the George Clooney and the Giuffre book. Lots to get into. But first, a message from our pals at Nutrafol. Okay, I know you've seen a million different ads for hair growth products and thought, yeah, sure, like that actually works. I did too. okay? And then I found Nutrafol, which I can confidently say isn't like the rest of them. Nutrafol is physician formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologist recommended. If you're dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding, but you feel stuck and aren't sure what to try next, I highly recommend you give Nutrafol a try, okay? Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. That's the gold standard, okay, in third-party certification for supplements. See thicker, stronger, faster hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code NOFILTER. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code NOFILTER. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code NOFILTER. Okay, who else could use a little help building up your credit? I went through my own little financial wreckage and I feel like I'm clawing my way back out. And listen, 1 in 5 of us don't even qualify for a basic credit card. So if you want to, break that broken system, because it kind of feels like that's what we're in right now, a broken system. And I feel like we deserve to catch a break, right? Deserve to get an apartment, a house, or a car, just like our parents could. And that's where Kickoff comes in. And I'm so excited to be partnering with Kickoff because they're helping people bring back their credit. Let's make credit great again. Users with a credit score under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month, no hidden fees, and zero interest, Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast. With the premium or ultimate plan, the rent reporting feature helps you build credit with rent you already pay. Plus, only positive on-time rent payments get reported to boost your credit. I love that option because as I pay my rent, as I pay it on time, we're building up that credit, baby. So start building your credit with Kickoff today and get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to getkickoff.com/nofilter today. That's Kickoff, but without the C, okay? That's KIKOFF. So that's Kickoff, KIKOFF.com/nofilter. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/nofilter to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. Alrighty, let's see. What do we want to... Okay. A little more nostalgic tea. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right again? Am I right again? Am I right again? Since we're throwing it back to Scary Movie and Scary Movie 6 that's coming out, let's throw it back to a fun movie called Agent Cody Banks. Who here remembers this one? It starred Frankie Muniz and Hilary Duff. Well, Frankie Muniz has just done a new podcast interview, and he's opening up about all of the drama that went down on the set, or I guess not on the set, but leading up to the set of Agent Cody Banks. He was just on the Joe Volpis podcast talking about his time in LA. Obviously, he was on Malcolm in the Middle. He moved to LA to film Malcolm, and he talks about how I guess he'd become friendly with Hilary Duff. They had mutual friends, so they had developed like a little young Hollywood friendship, and they would hang out often. He was on the set of Lizzie McGuire, and he had his movie Agent Cody Banks, which was supposed to be coming up, and it was going to go into production. And he says that Lizzie McGuire, not Lizzie, Hilary Duff, who played Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff's mom, Susan, he said that she is the epitome of a stage mom, and that he had the movie coming up and he was talking about it. And that's when her mom, Susan, came up and she's just like, oh, do you think that there's a role that like Hillary may be able to play in the movie? And he's just like, oh, maybe. And so he said that in his contract, he got to choose who his like love interest would be in the movie, which was interesting. But I guess if you do think about it, I was more of a Disney Channel kid, so I didn't really watch Malcolm in the Middle, but I did watch Lizzie McGuire. But I guess technically Malcolm in the Middle was a bigger show at that time than Lizzie McGuire was at that time. Obviously, I feel like Lizzie has become so much greater and Hilary Duff has become such a bigger star in comparison to Frankie Muniz, but he was kind of like the child star at the time. He did Big Fat Liar with Amanda Bynes. He did Agent Cody Banks with Lizzie McGuire. So he was doing a lot of these big films. He was on Malcolm in the Middle. Like he had a really big, budding, promising career. And so I guess at this time, he was one of the it boys. And so he had it worked into his contract that he got to determine who his love interest was supposed to be in Agent Cody Banks. And that's when Susan, Hillary's mom, she kind of like nudged her way in. He said that she was really intense. That Hillary was cool and she probably didn't even realize how much of a stage mom her mother actually was. But he's like, you know what? I'm 40. I don't care if I stir up old drama. And so he gets into it. And he talks about how Susan was asking him about it. And Susan was asking if like there was any role for Hillary. And then he said that within the next 24 hours, Susan had secured the role for Hilary Duff. And he was just like, what? I guess there was somebody else that he had dubbed that he wanted to play the role of his love interest. She was on Smallville. I don't know if you guys remember her. Kristen, I think it's Kruk. She, yeah, she was, I think she played the love interest on Smallville. So she was supposed to, or he wanted her to be his love interest. I mean, she does seem to have like a bit of a more mature look than Hillary does, whereas Hillary's more, I don't know, Hillary just looks younger and more youthful, whereas I think Kristen just has a more mature look to her. But ultimately, Natalie Connors ended up going to Hilary Duff because her mom made it happen. But the crazy thing is, he's like, it was literally the next day. Like, she had no idea that this movie was even happening. The next thing you know, she goes and secures Hilary Duff and then like notifies me that like me and Hillary were going to be spending the summer together. And he was like kind of annoyed that the studio went behind his back, but then his team was just like, oh, but like you're friends. And they made it clear that like you're friends with Hilary Duff, that like we didn't think that it would be an issue. And he was just annoyed by it. They just assumed that he would be fine with it. He was just like, I wasn't thrilled about it. Like, it's not because I didn't want it to be Hillary. It's more so just that like this, like it just felt weird that she was kind of shoved into the project that was his project and it was his movie and he didn't even get to have a say over it. But he says that he doesn't even think Hillary knows the truth behind that story. She was probably just like, oh, cool. I landed this film and I get to hang out with my friend Frankie. But he said that it was a bit awkward and they haven't spoken since the final day of production on the film. And I was like, oof. But he said he's open to it. He said he'd love to catch up with her. He'd love to rehash and settle all that old drama. But interesting. Kind of crazy. Just like a fun little tidbit. Isaac says there's a whole tea about Hillary's mom allegedly messing up her Disney deal, which is why Lizzie McGuire ended so abruptly, plus Hillary not talking to her sister and Lelaine having to quit. Yes. So I remember the Lelaine drama. And so from what I remember of the Hillary Duff, Lizzie McGuire, Lelaine drama, which I'm also still sad that we never got the Lizzie McGuire reboot. And some people like want to blame Hilary Duff for that. I don't know. I kind of blame Disney for that a little bit because I'm just like, we could have had the Lizzie McGuire reboot, and the fact that we didn't just like breaks my heart because I was ready for it. It was supposed to come to Disney Plus, and obviously there was like drama because Hillary wanted the show to, and I believe the original showrunner wanted the show to be a bit more like mature. I don't know. TBH. IDC. But I do remember, Isaac, the drama between Hilary Duff and Lelaine. So Lelaine played Miranda. Hilary Duff played Lizzie McGuire. She was the lead. And then suddenly in the final season, and it didn't even have more than 2 seasons, but the final season ended very abruptly. And then Miranda was missing from several episodes of that final season. It's because she abruptly had to leave, and they like excused it as like, oh, well, she had to leave early to go to Mexico to spend time with her family. So yeah, Lelaine was so fun in that show. And I believe Lelaine was not set to return in the Lizzie McGuire reboot, but it was because there was drama between Hillary and Lelaine because they were both trying to have music careers. And Lelaine, she was actually, I don't know if you remember, she had some songs. Remember, she did that, what was it, You Wish or Make a Wish? That song with or that movie with AJ Trouth. She was starting to like become her own Disney star, and then suddenly even her career came to like a screeching halt, and she never like was really heard from again. She kind of just like disappeared from Hollywood as well. And Hillary blew up to get the Lizzie McGuire movie, and then from the Lizzie McGuire movie, she ended up going and having her music career. And it's just interesting to see how that all broke down. But it seems like Lizzie McGuire, or not Lizzie, but her mom was definitely a lot of drama back then and hurt her tremendously. And I don't know if she hurt her contract with Disney, but I think she was like wanting more out of the contract from what I remember. I haven't dug into this drama in a long time, but I believe it was, you know, I'm Not Your Girl. She did an Olivia Rodrigo album. Yeah. Yeah, listen, she did her thing. I never cared for Hilary Duff. She looked too cookie cutter for me. Yeah, she had that very like simple all-American girl sort of vibe to her. Didn't she start her career in Broadway? Lelaine was a talent. Yeah, she was like genuinely talented, but Hillary was a star. It's one thing to have talent. It's another thing to have that X factor, to be that it girl. And Hillary was that girl. Whether she had it or not, her mom certainly pushed it for her. So you all need a Kris Jenner. You need a Susan in your life to really get you going. Okay, let's talk about, shout out to Chris Evans. He just had a baby. So congrats to Chris Evans, his first baby. He welcomed with Elba, his wife. Good for them. Congrats to them. And then, okay, let's talk about George Clooney, and then we'll end about on the World Series because I have some thoughts about the World Series. But so anyway, George Clooney is mentioned in this new book by Virginia Giuffre. It's called I'm Nobody's Girl, a memoir of surviving abuse and fighting for justice. And so in it, she talks about how Ghislaine Maxwell, she used to boast about the people that she would rub elbows with, all the rich and powerful people that she would get to meet. And then she claimed that she once performed a sex act on George Clooney at a party. And I guess that was like, those are her bragging rights. And she's like, yeah, I did George Clooney. And so Virginia opens up about this in her new book. And apparently George Clooney is pissed about it. And he's very much not happy that his dirty deeds are being outed in the book, and he's denying it. He claims that he never slept with Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know if that's true. I mean, think about it. You're George Clooney. You've been in Hollywood for how many decades, and you're going to remember every single blowjob you've ever gotten? Yeah, I don't think so. I think it absolutely happened. I think he's upset that he's being dragged into the narrative because his association with Ghislaine puts him in association with Jeffrey Epstein, and he wants none of that. He wants no part of any of that association, which understandably, right? I get it. But also at the same time, like, oh no, I kind of believe that it happened. I believe that something happened. Because why else? The fact that he's even, or so many people in his camp are all denying it. Like, how are all these people in his camp going to remember every single blowjob he ever got in Hollywood? That's not to say that he was complicit in any of the Epstein stuff, but like, I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure he saw her, he met her, he hooked up with her, and it is what it is. Can't blame the dude for getting a Hollywood blowy. Mom Unscripted said, he most certainly did. He's out of the country. He married his lawyer. At least he's not stupid. Yeah. Listen, he's smart. George Clooney calls everyone out. So take it, George. I mean, listen, he definitely has that that moral high ground that he likes to stand on. So I believe it. Who cares? It was years ago. Well, I think everyone's just denying it now because they're just like, oh, we don't want him to have any association with Epstein. Understandably, and like, sure, fine, don't have any association with Epstein, but like, come on, George, we all know damn well that something happened, something went down, we're a little suspicious, we got questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So, George, we see you. It's okay, George. She's a super predator because she's attractive, smart, and charming. I mean, that's one way to put it, Holly. Isaac says George Clooney is so arrogant. He thinks he's above everyone else and no one can call him out. I believe this absolutely happened. Lisa says George doesn't love the girls. He was my ex BFF. Oh, my ex's BFF. He was your Lisa. He was your ex's BFF. Who was your ex? Now I have questions. Who's your ex? Sorry, George. Don't care about your prick. Exactly. So, yeah. She's not ugly and has trained so many blowjobs. Yeah. And if you think about it, like, I'm pretty sure she was like cute and attractive and you're at a Hollywood party and one thing leads to another. And, I'm not saying he went to the island. I'm not saying he was, one of the clients, but he certainly was around these people. It's not like they're saying that she hooked him up with young girls. Yeah, exactly. They're not saying that they did anything. But again, I think it's just the association with him being, in proximity to Epstein, that they want nothing to do with any of that. Nothing. Okay. There's not a whole lot of news. We had the World Series last night. I was very invested. I was very excited about the World Series. I love the World Series. I love that the Dodgers are in the World Series because I don't know who I would be rooting for otherwise. But 18 innings is not what we're doing, guys. Like that's Dodgers. Let's not do that. Let's not have 18 different innings. Like that was way too long. I didn't stay up. I think I stayed up until the 13th inning. Games are only supposed to be 9 innings, and we went all the way to the 18th inning. Like it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think what was it? Jerry O'Connell was even like, guys, I got to take a shit. Like, can we wrap this up? Go Dodgers. Dodgers ultimately won. So Dodgers have 2 out of the 7 games. I believe the Blue Jays won the first game. Dodgers won the second game, and then Dodgers won the third game. So Dodgers are ahead 2 of the 3 so far, 2 out of the 7. So we've had 3 games. We have 4 games left. Dodgers are ahead. They've won 2. We got 4 more to go. Right? Am I doing that math correctly? Yeah. Ay. Go Dodgers. Yes. Let's go Dodgers. We're not going to let the Blue Jays win. No. We're not going to let the Blue Jays win. No. What the F is Canada? Why the F is Canada in our World Series? It's so un-American. I don't know, but also it's called the World Series, which is interesting because like you would think then the world would be battling it out, but then that would be the Olympics. I don't know. Why is Canada? Does anybody know why Canada? Why is Canada in the? No, not Candace Owens. Oh yeah, MLB. Can someone explain to me why there's a Canadian team? Exactly. Okay, so Canada has Major League Baseball team, the Toronto Blue Jays, because of the league's expansion in 1977, which awarded the team to Toronto to balance the league after a lawsuit resulted in Seattle also getting a team. The Blue Jays are the only MLB team in Canada and the only team in the league that isn't based in the US. Canada previously had the Montreal Expos, which moved to Washington, D.C. in 2005. The Toronto Blue Jays were established as part of the 1977 MLB expansion. Their creation was partly in response to Seattle being granted a team after a lawsuit following the relocation of the Seattle Pilots. Baseball has a long history in Canada, with the Montreal Expos being established in 1969, giving Canada its first MLB team. For over 2 decades, Canada had 2 MLB teams until the Expos relocated and became the Washington Nationals. Current status: the Washington Blue Jays are Canada's role MLB team representing the country in the American League. MLB has expressed that Canada is a viable expansion candidate for future teams, with cities like Montreal and Vancouver being considered. Interesting. So that's why you can thank Seattle for why Toronto is in our World Series. But also, Asia says, sports girl, bye. The NHL has multiple Canadian teams. Well, Katie of Arc, we're not talking about the NHL. We're talking about the MLB. Kay Ann says, my boyfriend played baseball with Austin Riley from the Atlanta Braves. If y'all know who he is, we don't. But thank you. I don't know who any of them are. I know Shohan Otani. That was only because he was involved in the Ryan Bullion scandal with Real Houses of Orange County. What's her face? Jen from Real Houses of Orange County, her future to be husband. Lisa, I would love to hear your stories. Oh, you guys all got stories. Haha, this is now a sports podcast. No, it's not a sports podcast, but I do dabble. I do cuss a little. He has a nice ass, and that's all you need to know. That's all I care about. How good is the ass? Ass, 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 ass. Bad bitches, I'm your leader. Phantom by the meter. Somebody point me to the best ass eater. Tell him pussy clean. I tell him pussy squeaky. Give me brain and icky. He mother Danchango and I buy him a dahiki. Kiss my ass and my anus, cause it's finally famous and it's finally sold. Yes, finally sold. I don't know, man. Guess them ass shots were off. Bitches ain't popping. Google my ass. The only time you want a net is when you Google my ass. What is it? You fucking little horse for fucking a magic horse. Couldn't get Michael Kors if you was Michael Kors. But big Sean, boy, how big is yo? Give me all your money and give me all your residuals. Anna says people can talk about something else besides Blake and Ryan. Very true. I agree. There's just nothing new with Blake or Ryan, right? I don't listen to Zack go ham with his. I'm down to listen to Zack go ham with his rap skills. Ah. Zach's not afraid to talk about it all, and that's why we love. Thank you, Kate. Isaac says, do you know anything about Ryan Murphy and the cast of Pose? It just came on my TikTok For You page, but I don't know if it's trending. I don't watch Pose, so I don't know what's going on with Ryan Murphy and Pose. Sorry. I propose you go somewhere else, and maybe they'll have an update for you. Because I certainly do not. But if you want MLB updates, if you want MLB history lessons, I got you, boo. I got you. I got you. I must stick with you. Nobody gonna treat me better. I must stick with you forever. Sorry, guys. I wish there was more. Like, this was a really slow news. I mean, this is a slow news period. I'm waiting for a new big scandal to break. So we'll just continue to live life. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Like I said, Sean and David will be back on the podcast. So get ready for that. And yeah. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. I have to go to the Apple Store to get my phone screen fixed because look at it. It already shattered. It doesn't look as bad on here, but it is all I just got this phone. Like literally just got it. It's the new one. The iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I already have to pay $400 to get the screen fixed because it fell once. So definitely get a case. See, it's already like chipped here. I've had the phone for less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. And it's already it fell. And then so because it's aluminum, it's so bad. Like just so bad. Like I don't understand how the phones get less durable the more we get them. Like what's the point of getting a good phone if then you just have to get a case every time and cover it and then it's ugly? Look at all the scratches and the nicks on it already. I'm so mad. So now I have to Zack can tell us about his personal life. Can he? What would you like to know about my personal life? Christina says, oh my God, bro, get insurance. Insurance is a scam, Christina, unless your phone breaks. Then it's not so much of a scam. Oh, when the screen goes, it's too hard to use. Yeah, that's why. So I have to like get it fixed now because it's already I mean, it's all shattered up here, but then all the little individual cracks, like the smaller ones are starting to like it's just the screen is absolutely donezo's. Absolutely donezo's, and my heart is broken because now I have to go and get it fixed. And I didn't want to get it fixed because I just bought the damn phone. Now I have to pay $400 to get it fixed. Oh, sorry, $379. But if you have Apple Care, then it's I think $36. Yeah. New Pixel dropped 5 times already. No problem. Okay, I'm not gonna get. You got laid and we have no deets. What deets do you want to know? Don't give me your propaganda about androids. That's what I'm not doing. That's offensive when you tell me I should get an android instead. No, thank you. That's silly. Just get a case. I got the case. I literally got the case, and it arrived a few hours after the phone fell. So just so you know, Casey, judging me in the live chat, Casey, I got the case. No, we're not doing an Android. Can you please stop? Don't ever say those words to me again. That is offensive. But yeah, listen, I got the case and it arrived a couple hours after the phone fell. I was like, oh, the phone will be fine until then. And then I went out to walk the dogs and it fell, and Sky's little nose bumped it, and then boom, landed face flat and broke. When did I get laid? You have to remind me of the details. Oh, who was I? Who was it? Why is sorry, so much has happened this past week. It was when the mean girls were attacking Donna, and I was like, I got laid and I had a good time. Why is that not? It was, I remember it being good. Who? Oh, no, it was, yes, I've known him for a very long time, for like 10 years. So old friend, reconnected, banged, had a good time. Zack got married. Zack did not get married. When did Zack get married? Zack did not get married. Let's not put that out there. I judge Zack, but I do it with love. I'm sure you do. Well, tune into the new season of Disaster Daters. You didn't get laid well if you've already forgotten it. No, it was fine. It was good. It was a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Bye.